All right, Tori, I'm searching.
Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bulls will kick it away first. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Back to throw. It's Flagway. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Makes the grab. It's Wilson. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. The Gators will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. shotgun. Strong run and a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He wants to throw here on second down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and then I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Dropping back, it's Agbana. Fires to the tight end. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Give to the running back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. And the Bulls will line up to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Lagway. Fires to the right. Picked off. Takes it the other way. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Handoff to the single running back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. He caught it. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Goes to the option. The pitch. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback checking the play. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it on the right. At the 45, on his way. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Looking for a man. It's Agbada. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The inside handoff. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Power football with the run. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Henderson. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Bulls have pushed it inside the 20. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he could not get loose on the run.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Dances away from the heat. He'll turn it loose out to the right. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Throws to the tight end. He makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Up until this point on the drive, the offense had really had the defense's number, but now an opportunity to get off the field with a stop.
And that's the great thing about defense. You can give up yards. You're worried about points, but you got to find those situations where I can create negative plays, and they do a great job here forcing the negative plays.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Birch. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Looking downfield, it's Agbana. He'll take the deep shot. Pulls it in on the left. Got a lot of running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll set up to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the Bulls have taken it inside the 20. Looking to pass on second down. Makes the grab. It's Henderson. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Quick strike complete. Rams continues to fight for yards. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Off play action on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the 1st. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
He wants to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Listen, you can't make every play. You can't cover everybody. But it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Wide open. He makes the catch. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Buffalo! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Vanderbilt. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Right down the middle. Complete to the left. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's open. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
with jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Florida! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm, but this passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To throw, it's Agbada. He'll try to do it himself. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll get rid of it. Got him downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And now on second down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. The Bulls will keep this drive going.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air, it's Agbada. Got his man on the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
After the first down completion, it's second and short. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run.
Makes the grab. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Buffalo! And that one will give them the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's coming out of the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. It's complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. He's now over 150 yards receiving. Might be worth noting that Taylor Jacobs holds the single-game record with 246.
Yeah, and when he got speed on the outside, find him, bro. I mean, those guys that are going to make plays, those are the guys I'm going to feature and continue to find. And so far, he hasn't disappointed. So if I'm Florida, I'm going to keep exploiting that matchup.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Now the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds the tight end.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day. So been a successful day. Now 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Still looking on the move. Got him, and nobody's close. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Daniels. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Line getting set on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. Knocked down after a pickup of 6, and they're trying to impose their will in the red zone. Ball's at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Scanning the field, it's Glagway. Looking for the score. Into the house. Touchdown, Gator! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 32 over Minnesota. He'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Finds his back in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give from the gun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Back to throw, it's Agbana. Release to the back. And it's picked off. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. First down to start the drive after the break. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Looking to go up top on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the timing just a hair off. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
When you play DB, it's a really hard thing to do in college football. When you play DB and you get 0 pass rush, it's an impossible thing to do in college football.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll go to the ground. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Back to pass. It's Lagway. It's complete on the right side. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
On the move, it's Daniels. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Looking to buy time. Find space on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
He turns that loose down the right side. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Leaves it with the running back. Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gator. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
He'll bring it out. It's Bridges. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be...
He's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
Coming after it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking to throw, it's Agbana. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21.
GG's. Long ass season, boy.
This game is pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? This game so I can get some meat.
Shit, I gave myself some of the fucking toughest games. So fuck. Need a quarterback. That ran past hurt.